Hi my dears, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stacy here. If you're new, welcome to our channel, welcome to our community. We love to have you, so make sure you turn on your post notification, subscribe to the channel, and of course leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching me from, that you're new, so I can give you a quick shout out. And of course, if you're returning, welcome back my bestie. Thank you for always supporting me. I really do appreciate you guys. Now, it's been a while since I did a sit down video on this channel, and I thought, you know what, today I'm filming some content for my shop. My hair is done, my makeup is done, which is rare, so why not let me sit down, do an update what I've been up to, because as you guys know, I have been out this summer. I have been out and about enjoying myself, and I love that for me. But it's time for us to do an update. I want to share what I've been up to. I do have some really important insight that I want to share with us, because as you know, we're a community here. We're a community of women. We love to share. I love to grow, and whenever I grow, I want you to grow as well. So I want to share what I've been up to, what have been changing my life, and all of that stuff. Here in Canada, we're winding down summer, we're heading into fall, and I absolutely love fall. This year, I think I realized, before this year, I used to say that fall and spring and summer is my three favorite season, but this summer really taught me a lesson. Like, it has been so hot, like unbelievably hot, and I'm used to that because I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from St. Vincent, where the weather is mostly humid, it's mostly hot there, and so I welcome any hot weather. But this year summer was very brutal, so I think I've narrowed it down to fall and spring as my favorite, and winter being the least favorite, because as you guys know, I don't like the cold at all. Never would. I've been in Canada for 18 years and I still don't like it, and I don't think I ever will. But that's not what today's video is all about. As you can tell by the title, guys, today we're talking about confidence and eating clean, and something that people don't usually mention a lot about on their I want to say level up journey, or health journey, fitness journey, something that we don't shed a lot of light on, which I think is so important to encouraging people to eat healthy and to live a healthy lifestyle, and get out of this system where we're eating foods that is not good for us. Now, as you guys know, a little bit about my story of when I was a 9-to-5 girly. I think I shared this about a year ago, when I was a 9-to-5 girly, and for some reason I became sick during the COVID season. I did take the vaccine and all of that stuff, and I realized after that I started having some discomfort here, and it lasted for a few years, and every now and then it's it still bothers me, but I'm doing whatever I can to alleviate my pain, because I am not in that mindset of living in pain and living with pain. I've done all my necessary tests that I need to do to make sure everything is good, everything comes out fine, but I still have the discomfort there. And so now your girl is taking matters into her own hands, which is something that we're having to do a lot these days, because no one seems to have the answer but God. Okay, so right now your girl is in a phase where she's taking her life in her own hands. I am researching what is good for me, what is not good for me, and trying to live the best and most healthiest lifestyle that I possibly can. And I want that for you as well, because I know that a lot of us are we're suffering in silence, and unless somebody is close to you, they wouldn't really know. We're looking for answers. The whole world is looking for answers right now. But one thing I would say about that is, when the world fails you, God would never fail you. And this is where I'm currently at in my life, taking matters in my own hand, leading, letting God lead me, and I follow, right? So a few videos ago, or maybe I think in last year I shared how I was a 9-to-5 girly working in the banking and financial services industry, and I became sick and decided, you know what, I am gonna take a year off. I've been working in the industry for almost 10 years, and I decided, you know what, for my health is more important than any money, as we all know, because health is wealth. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna be taking some time off. Now, while I was working, I was pretty good with my, my finances, right? I was a financial advisor by profession, and so naturally I took care of my own finances. I had a lot of savings and all of that stuff. So when I took the year off, it was, I was comfortable, I was able to take care of my bills and all of these different things. And when it was time for me to go back to work, it was 1 year leave, which they approved. And when it was time for me to go back to work, they denied me. They terminated my employment with no reason at all. By the way, we are in court, and maybe in another video I would share the update when that comes through. But yes, your girl did take legal action, because we can't always let people feel like they can bulldozer us down. But anyways, we're not talking about that today. We're talking about the changes that I have made that led me to create this video to share with us all, so that we can all get on our health journey. And if you've ever thought about, starting to work out or eat clean, lead a healthy lifestyle, but you've been holding back, I hope this video would encourage you and motivate you to do so sooner rather than later. Now, as I was saying, just to, give a little bit of context. Now, when it was time for me to go back, they denied me. I was like, okay, no problem. Well, I still have, some money, and I probably have some time to find another job and all of that stuff. But God laid it on my heart that I should turn my side hustle into my full-time job. And here I am sitting in my glam studio, and this is now my full-time income. Glory to God, right? But that part of me that was wrongfully terminated from my job took more of a toll on me mentally than I realized at the time. It is not until after last year, August, which was the year that I was supposed to return to work, I started really feeling the effects of that wrongful termination. It took a whole toll on me mentally, right? And as we know, when up here isn't right, or you're not in your right frame of mind, or you're not feeling yourself, it trickles down to everything. It affects everything. So me being in my head now thinking, how am I gonna get money to feed my child? How am I gonna pay my bills? Work is hard to find. I think that we're in a recession here in Canada, because there's so many people that don't have job, a lot of people that is looking for a job. Thankfully, again, I do have my business that I can depend on, but it was still on my mind. I was thinking, where did I go wrong? What did I do? Of course, there's nothing, right? But it still sits on your mind. You kind of reflect. You go through a period where you reflect and you start thinking. And so this thing really affected me more than I was leading on or believing in the beginning, which led me to, searching for answers. Now, when I say answers, I mean, I was waking up in the morning not wanting to come to my business. I felt drained. I felt tired, lazy. I felt stuck. I was still feeling the pain in my body. I was going to the doctor back and forth, taking a bunch of different tests, and just to figure out, why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling? Everything came back fine, you're okay, whatever. At one period, I thought, you know what? Maybe I'm depressed. And I feel like I had a slight bit of anxiety at the time as well. But being the faithful woman that I am, Christ-believing, God-fearing woman, I said, to hell with depression, to hell with stress, to hell with anxiety. I started leaning in more on my prayer and my fasting and reading my Bible and seeking God. Now, while all of this was happening, I was also doing my research to see, symptoms of depression, symptoms of anxiety, and, how can I get over this, which led me to, videos on YouTube, which, we all, once we have an issue in our life, before we even check with the doctor, we go on Google, we go on YouTube University, Google University, to figure out what's really going on with us. So by doing my little research and stuff like that, I came across, videos that was talking about our health, and, the link between depression and our health, and the food that we eat, and how the food that we're eating right now, like the processed food and all of these different things, is not good for us. And the videos went into details about how it affects our body, and how it weakens our immune system, and it weakens our cells, and it affects our stomach, and all of these different things. And as we know, people say, or this research has shown, that our gut is our second brain. So it was a whole rabbit hole that I went down, guys. I went down a whole rabbit hole researching about health and all of these different things. And so I decided, you know what, Stacey, as much as you love to eat food, as much as you're a foodie, as much as you're a happy-go-lucky person, you like to be happy, one thing is for certain, is that your health is wealth. And I was in a state where I was feeling like my health was really declining, and I even feared for my life. I was like, I started thinking like, what if something happened to me, or like what's gonna happen to my child, and all of these different things. And it was in that moment I made the decision that I am gonna make a lifestyle change, specifically in my health and nutrition and fitness. And here am I today to talk about how that's been going. And this is about, I want to say, 5 months now. I've been on this journey. I've been watching myself. I've been monitoring myself. I've been, assessing how I feel, the difference in my mood, and all of these different things. And so that's what led me to create this video today, because I know there's a lot of people that are suffering in silence. It's very uncertain time in the world right now. It's a hard time to be a human being in the world right now. A lot of people are feeling the backlash from COVID. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lose their home. Families torn apart. A lot of lifestyle changes. People's health is declining and all of these different things. And we're looking for answers. We're looking for answers. But a lot of us, if you're not, a faithful man or woman of God, or you're not in the environment where, you're being encouraged by, the Bible or the church, it can be a very dark place for you. And so I want to be a light. I want to encourage you. If you're watching this video today and I'm speaking to you and you feel like, you know what, I can relate with something that she's saying, I want to be this encouragement for you, and I want to encourage you. Okay, so by me watching these videos and getting all this information and reading books and all of these different things about my health, about my body and how it works, and all of these different things, and the linkage between depression and anxiety and your health and all of these different things, I decide, you know what, I'm gonna take action. And that is what have me here today, and it has led me to making these lifestyle changes. So I have completely changed my eating habit, my lifestyle as it relates to food and fitness. And listen, I know I'm saying it easy, but it's not easy. I completely understand that. But what I would say is, if you get up every morning and you make a deliberate decision, you're intentional, and say, you know what, I want to change this. Because remember, they say madness is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, right? So that tells me that we have to really look within ourselves and see where we're at, and look ahead and see where we want to go, and make decision now. Even if it's small decision, it is one step a day. We got to toughen up, muscle up the courage, and you don't have to do it alone. Ask the Holy Spirit to give you the strength to do it, because sometimes in our mind we're willing to do things, but the body is just weak. So we gotta ask God to give us the strength to get up and go forward. And so this is what I did. I had to push through. I had to push through the doubts, push through the fear, push through all of the laziness to get up, so I can stand tall and I can walk towards my promising future that the Bible said that I can have, or I will have. Yeah. So I started changing up my diet. A lot of things that I did is I cut out a lot of dairy. Okay, because if you didn't know, dairy causes a lot of inflammation in the body. You see people sometime and they say, oh, I have this pain, from whence cometh my help. They have so much pain, but when you look at their diet, they're addicted to milk, they're addicted to cheese, they're addicted to all of these bad things that cause inflammation to be in the body. And one of the main contributor to chronic pain is inflammation. And so when I did that, I started eliminating the cheese, eliminating the milk. And let me just tell you, life doesn't have to be dull without these things. There's healthy alternatives. So for example, if you take away like the whole milk and all of these different things, you can replace it with coconut milk. This is what I've been doing. Replace it with coconut milk, replace it with almond milk, and all of these different plant-based stuff, right? If you like cheese, there's vegan cheese. There's especially something that I discovered the other day actually that I want to share with you. One of my most favorite food was the Alfredo. I love the Alfredo sauce and all these different things, and I discovered a different way to make the same Alfredo just without the dairy, by soaking my cashew, using almond nuts, blend up almond nuts, use my coconut milk, use my almond milk, blend that up, and make a nice creamy Alfredo pasta that came out so good I could not even tell a difference. So there's healthy alternatives, but again, we do have to get up. We have to get up. We have to make the mental decision that, hey, I want to change, so I'm willing to do what it takes. Go out, do the research. There's free information online these days. You don't have to go to school to get that information. You can pull up Google, pull up ChatGPT, pull up YouTube, and research things that you need to know, okay? But changing the diet, so cutting out the cheese, cutting out the dairy, a lot of the sugars, a lot of the salts. Something that I actually made a change and made a switch on is the sugar, the granulated sugar. So I swapped that out and I'm now using honey, and it's been like almost 3 months now I've been using honey, and listen, nothing missing from my life. Only the unhealthy stuff that is missing, and I have everything to gain, which is my health and my vitality. Now, something that I want to shine light on when it comes to eating healthy and stepping into a healthier lifestyle, fitness, and all of these different things is the confidence that it adds. And I think I've been watching myself, and I was already confident before I made these lifestyle changes, but after I do so, the confidence that it gives to you. Guys, if you're somebody that's watching me and you're thinking, you know what, you're watching right now and you're saying, I don't have that much confidence, I would love to build high self-esteem, I would love to set boundaries, I would like to feel like my best self, I would like to step into the highest version of myself that I hear Stacey is talking about. When you start eating healthy, listen, I don't know what it is that shift inside me, but I start feeling so much more confidence. All of a sudden, I can set my boundaries easy. I can say no easy. I feel more beautiful. My skin is glowing. I feel like I have an extra pep in my step. I just feel like somebody important, simply because I took that step and made that decision to start being mindful of what I put in my body. You're gonna find that you feel more lighter, you have more energy, you can run up and down stairs. You're gonna feel like the pains that you've been having all over your body is lessening and lessening each and every day. And something that I also incorporated more now is working out. In the morning, I try to set my alarm and I wake up at around 7-8 o'clock. I go to the gym because I do have a gym in my building. I do a 15-minute workout. I do walks. That's also been helping me as well. And listen to me, guys, listen, it's not a quick fix, overnight fix, but you see the improvement over time. The pain in my chest that I used to have there, guys, it's bothering me less and less and less. I used to have a swelling here and since I start eating healthy, I mean like consuming more fruits, consuming more veggies, right? I bought a juicer, so now every morning I wake up and I drink fresh fruit juice. I juice my watermelon, I juice my celery, I juice my spinach, I juice my orange, I mix them all together, and I have fresh juice that is going through my bloodstreams, and I feel so good. When it comes to lunch, I would have something that's, you know, more on the healthier side rather than, you know, opting for a burger and fries and all of these different things. I opt for something more healthy. And as I said, you have the help, you have the guide. Search up YouTube videos, healthy meals, healthy recipes. Like, you're gonna find so much information that can help you on this journey. So I hope this video encourage you and motivate you to start stepping into your higher self, taking one step each day towards that version of yourself that you dream and you desire to become. Because I promise you, it may look like something that is so far out of reach right now, but all you need to do is decide in your mind that I want to do this and take a step each day. We're not saying to do everything at once, because that's gonna burn you out, it's gonna overwhelm you, and you're not gonna stay the course. But if you take one step each day, make one step each day. Each step you take and you look back, you're gonna be so proud of yourself, and it's gonna encourage you to move forward. So this is the changes that I have been making. This is what my life has been like, and I promise you, this has trickled down to so many other things in my life, because now I have more energy, I have more confidence. I'm dreaming bigger. It's motivating me to achieve my goals and my dreams and all of these different things, and I absolutely love the transformation that I'm seeing for myself. So I want to share it with each and every one of us. As I said, in this community, I am growing, and I also want to bring you the information or anything that can help you grow as well, so we can all grow and glow together in this community. I love to support women. I love men too, and if you're a man watching this video, you're welcome to stay, but I'm a woman and I want the best for all women. Especially, I am a mom as well, single mom, and all of these different things. I know how it can be in our life. I know how challenging it can be. I know the difficulties that we face and that we don't tell anybody about, and so this is what's inspiring me and motivating me to bring in this information so that we can all grow and glow together. I want to be your big sis, your little sis online, that can uphold your hands and encourage you and cheer you on and all of these different things, so that we can all grow together. Because it's the same. When I was in my situation or in my dark place, I watched a video, it sparked something in me, it ignited something in me, it encouraged and motivated something in me. So I want to pay it forward as well. When I grow, I want you to grow. So I hope this video encourage you and inspire you. And of course, if you haven't already done so, give this video a nice big thumbs up. It's really gonna help my channel to grow. It's gonna push it out to other women that would love this information, and yeah, it's gonna keep me motivated to keep bringing you videos. So I hope you love this video, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.